Hello, all you drama enthusiasts. Welcome to the meeting. This is Angie's Drama Room, and I am your meeting host, Angie. And if you did not know what is Angie's Drama Room, I do my thoughts, my commentary, my insights, and possibly a little bit of a rant on Asian dramas that I have been watching lately. And today is no exception. But before I go into the drama I'll be talking about, if you don't mind, hit that subscription button. I appreciate all those who have subscribed to my channel. And just shout out to my Indonesian brothers and sisters who have been tuning in onto Angie's Drama Room. I did Filter, which is a Chinese rom com, sci fi ish type of drama. And last year, it came out about around this time last year. And it came back around and found out it was because of you. And I just appreciate you all tuning in, viewing. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button. I really, really appreciate it. Today, we are going to be talking about a costume period piece idol drama. Oh my goodness. Pursuit of Jade. I just had to jump in right now. It is a 40 episode drama. Right now, I believe we're just finished airing the 16th episode. So it's almost a halfway mark. I have been tuned in 100% on this drama. It has exceeded my expectations in these first 16 episodes. There is no fillers. There is no pausing. This director kept me on my toes. Even the script writing is excellent. Um, the director of this is from the same director that did Blossom. And a lot of people enjoy Blossom. Now I might have to go back and revisit that one because the way he did Pursuit of Jade, the direction style, the martial arts, everything that's in this drama from the beginning of the first episode until now where we are in the 16th episode, it has been 100% on par. There's no transmigration, no going down a wormhole, no going down to another script, a movie, or what have you. 100% costume period piece, romantic drama. I tell you the truth. Um, the director for Blossom, I did start Blossom. The way he put you into the show in the first episode with the white hair guy and the special effects he used and the slow you can tell that he directed this one, the two, because he liked that special effects move. But anyway, him going, then they went back. This is a transmigration. Blossom was a transmigrated drama, and so they went back down the wormhole. So I kind of stopped short of it, but I might have to go back if it's just as good as this direction here. The scriptwriter on here is excellent. It's very detailed in the script. It brings you into the moment. You don't care just only on the visuals. You also wanted to know about what was going on in the script. And they incorporated, which I love, a very strong male leads in this drama, whether it's supporting leads or if it was just the male lead himself. It is a very strong male oriented, strong leads. And of course, we know this one stars Zhang Li Kwa. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, I usually say he because it's He, but apparently it's Kwa, right? So Zhang Li Kwa. We know he's been in several dramas, right? I think the last one was Our Generation. And then before that, it was The Princess Royal, The Best Thing. I liked him in The Best Thing. People didn't care too much for The Best Thing, but they thought it was weird. But I loved him in The Best Thing. And then we have Tin Wei, In Between. I saw her in between, and I thought she was a little cute. She was perky. If you go back, you can take a look at that drama. Take a look at my review I did for that one. But I liked it. I liked In Between. I liked that drama too. So romantic drama. I guess maybe I would have called it a melodrama. But anyway, for Pursuit of Jade, the writer was very detailed. Again, as I was saying, the only thing that, because it's very fast paced, it's and you really have to listen. So reading the subtitles and trying to follow the characters was kind of a little bit more me on to rewind, listen, and go forward to figure out who is who. I mean, they put us in a lot. I mean, you have a lot of characters in this male lead characters, and I loved each and every one of them. Let's talk about Zhang Li Kwa. So he is a marquis. So it's like a high official ranking. I believe it has to do with possibly even doing with military because he's a high. He's not a. I don't know if you want to call him a general, but anyway, and he was trying to go for a cold case that was happening. He got a tip, so he was going to go to this cold case, but what ended up happening, I believe he got ambushed. So now they thinking that he's dead. And now this is not a spoiler. It is established this in the beginning of the show. It's just establishing a storyline, the plot itself. So it's not like it's something that oh, she's giving spoilers. No. And so it's just the fact that they think he's dead. And again, there's no lost memory at this point. Okay. It may come back later. We did have fallen off the cliff, but there's no lost memory at this point. So then he got injured in battle. He did fall off the cliff. He fell in some pool of water, and now he is passes out. Here comes our female lead, Tenzi Wayne, right? Fan. So it's Chang Yi. And so she finds him and takes him back to her home. Now she put this man on her back. I usually be like, okay, you know what? But I'm sorry, it fit. I worked with you on it. I didn't care. She carried this man on her back all the way to her house. And I believe it was so that way he can feel appreciative of what she did for him. And so that's kind of why. So she took him to the house, and then that's where he recuperated. In the meantime, while he's there, uh, things happen. I'm going to tell you what happened, but however, they had to get into a contractual marriage, and basically he became a live-in uh, husband, I guess. So it's like instead of her going to his house, he came to into her house. I can't remember what they called it, matrimonial husband or something. And so he became the house husband of her house, basically. And so that's kind of where it was. Uh, so that's his story. That's kind of where we start off with. He don't take no mess. He don't listen to nobody, right? He's very arrogant. He's like our Shadow Love guy. He's very arrogant. He is stern and strong in his beliefs and his rights. I'm telling you the truth. The whole time he was in that village, um, it's a lot going on in that village. It so happens he landed in the village that he needed to be, but all the time he was in this village, there's people coming in and out that is part of his life. I love the falcon bird that was sending the homing messages back and forth. Uh, Look, I'm telling you, it's like the pager, the back call. It's excellent. Then we had the his scholar came in. We had I guess it's like a divided family. I'm not quite sure. So his family is not the not the part of the emperor, empress, the family of the emperor. But his family is like his uncle is the chancellor, so he's the marquis. So he they work under the emperor, who is about 10. No, I'm just kidding. But he's young. Let's put it that way, because he's not what you call the father, So he is young, and I think they have a rival against another prince. I'm assuming. So, but it seemed like a family split somewhere. I don't know. But however, that's why when I said trying to keep up with each character. So I had to rewind a few times to figure out who's who, because the names kept throwing out, trying to find out who's the battle, who's fighting who. Because again, it's high pulse. It's high pulse. It keeps you in the moment. It doesn't give you time to even slack. It just boom, boom, boom. The dialogue is on point. The action point and the martial arts is on point. Even our girl here, Chen Yi, my goodness, she got her martial arts skills. And normally, when it comes to women, when it comes to their martial arts skills, such as the female general, it it didn't fit. But however, with her, it fits. It's fitting. The director knows what he's doing. The director puts us in this moment to say, yes, she is a strong warrior at her little 5'2", 5'3" self against this 6 foot man, right? But it he did an excellent job with the direction of the martial arts, the stunts, excellent job with that. And so then we had a silvery blonde, we call him bleach blonde, silvery hair guy. I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Yeah, I can't wait to see more of him. Then we had his brother coming in too. Now his brother was a little off putting, but however, we got the brother coming in too. Yeah. Then we had four, well, if you want to call them hooligans or thugs or whoever, they just out there trying to make money. So they find it, but they were using uh, being thuggish in a way, so they couldn't necessarily. But come to find out, they actually saw part of themselves, and it's out there trying to survive. And so Chen Yi gave them a job. Look, I'm telling you, the details of each and every character. Even that she has a little sister. What's her little sister's name? Ning. I believe she's about maybe 6 or 7. And the little sister, uh, you always have to have that little girl or little boy or somebody that's young. But the role that they play in her, the script was actually written for this little girl. She has a purpose in the script, somewhat, but she kind of did. The one thing I really enjoyed, because the Marquise was it Zing, because he is also very intellectual. He trained under a scholar, which is his best friend, bestie, first friend, I guess you want to call it. He was teaching the little sister Ning how to write and read. I love that. I know it's just the little details that I just like. Wow, that is amazing. He made sure that she was safe. Now, because he was injured twice while he was in this time. And because he was injured, he couldn't fight the battles that he should be when it was come time to that. So when it came for Chen Yu to fight the battles, it made sense because she has to do it. And it has something to do with her father. Then they told a story about that, so I'm not going to give you too much spoilers unless you are still watching it, because again, unless you have a subscription to these things, you get them ahead of time, and some people are still maybe behind a little bit if they don't have a subscription. Now it is airing on platforms such as I always say it quickly, but it's iQIYI. And I started it on iQIYI, but my app wasn't working on my TV. So I had to go to Netflix. So it is on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, it's also on Tencent or WeTV, or however you want to put it. So I went to Netflix, so I just landed on Netflix. So now I'm just watching it on Netflix. So they air simultaneously at the same time. So you're not getting one before the other, unless of course it comes to it where I'm quite sure they're going to give you that advanced viewing later on. And to be truthfully honest, just like if I did as Faded Hearts, I might just pay for that advanced viewing if it still exceeds my expectations going into the second half, because the first half, of course, is about establishing her home life, establishing him with her. And then, of course, we go into the second half right now where we are. He is now going back to his uh, family right now and dealing with that, what was going on over there. He was being playing at two ends. He wasn't playing at two ends, but he was like a spy, but not necessarily a spy. So he got a lot of details what was going on. So he was knowing what was going on. People thinking he's dead. That's not a spoiler, but however, people thinking that he is dead. And when people see him, it was like, that is the Marquis. So I'm telling you guys. Then we have where Chen Yu, she has one of the matrons of a restaurant establishment. It's not what you call it, those little women houses, right? It's this actual matron of a restaurant. It's a huge restaurant. I don't know where she got the money. Probably got okay, and so they become friends. She has a little son too. It's a lot of details in this, and I am so again 100% into this drama, and I cannot wait until the second half. If you have not already tuned in, high pulse keeps you watching. I binge watching it. I was upset when I have to wait until the next day to watch it. Tune in. The director, the writer, the actor and actresses are Zingling Kwa and Tinzi Wei. Perfect. They are perfect in this drama. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know, what did you think? Are you watching Pursuit of Jade? Tell me what scenes did you like, because right now is everything. It's male driven, strong male driven drama, and I'm loving it 100%. Thank you for joining in. Meeting adjourned.